This is the video for our Module 1, Metric Conversions. It will also help in science class. So we always have these letters that we should always write at the top of the paper, and many people always wonder, how do I remember the order of the letters? So we will always say, we're going to remember our little phrase where we have King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. And that will remind me of the order that I need, and I have to remember that the U stands for the units, so it can be grams, it may be meters, and it may be liters. So every time I have to do conversions on the top of my paper, I should write the letters for King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So here we have them on the top of this page. They're already there. We're going to fix this. This shouldn't be a K over here. This should be an M for the milk. So now we're going to start with our conversions, and the first one right here has me going from kilograms. So I'm going to mark a decimal to the right of kilograms, and then I'm going to milligrams. So I'm going to mark a decimal to the right for milligrams, and I notice that I'm going to the right. So that's a reminder for myself. Since I'm going to the right, I'm now going to jump and loop around each number. We have letter, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've looped 6 times. So I take this number 5. I'm going to rewrite it to make it easier. I know when I start, the decimal is here. I'm going to loop 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The decimal is now here. It doesn't exist there. And I'm going to fill it in with zeros. I now can write my new answer right here on the board. And I now have 5 million. Next problem, once again, I'm going from kilograms to milligrams. So we already know that we're going to the right because we did it before, and I know there's 6 jumps because we did it before, so I'm going to write the 65. My decimal is here to start, and then I'm going to start my jumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill in zeros into my empty spaces. Decimal's now here, does not exist there, and I'm going to write my new answer of 65 million. And then again, we now also still have kilograms to milligrams, so we know we're still going to the right, and we still know that we are going 6 spots. The only difference is the decimal this time does not start on the end. There's a decimal there to start, so I have to start jumping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The decimal is now here, not here. And this time there's only 4 zeros getting added there because of where I was jumping from. And my new answer is 250,000. Then when I look over on the other side, I'm going to do these 3. My chart's been used a lot, so I'm going to rewrite my chart because it might help me. So I have more space. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. This time I'm going from milligrams to kilograms. So here's my milligrams, here's my kilograms. Notice I'm going this way this time. So once again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice I'm looping around. So when I have 50,000, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to add a 0 there. So my new answer is like this. If I want, it's still correct. I could add all these zeros. I don't have to have them. So once again, we're going from milligrams to kilograms. So I know I'm going left 6 spots. I know my whole number always has the decimal all the way to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once again, I can write my number, and I don't need the zeros after. I can put them there if I want them. On this last one, once again, I'm going milligrams to kilograms. I know I'm going left still, and I'm going 6 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have an empty spot this time, so I need to put the 0 in as a placeholder. And I now have my new answer for milligrams to kilograms. We're going to do some more. Just like before, we went from kilograms to milligrams. So we're going from kilograms, this should be read as an M, to milligrams. I'm going to the right, that's my reminder. I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I look at my number. I'm going to rewrite it here to make it easier. There's a decimal always to the right, so I jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill in my zeros. And then I can write my new answer on the line and make sure that I account for everything that I have there. So I have 16 million. The next one is grams to milligrams. I'm doing it in a different color so I can spot it. Grams are my unit. That's the grams. So I'm starting with grams and I'm going to milligrams. So because I'm going from grams to milligrams, I know once again I'm going to the right. I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take my number right here. I have 61. And put a decimal at the end, and I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3. So now I have my new answer, and I now have 61,000. Next, I have kilograms to grams. I'm going to go back up here, and this time I'm going to do it in black. I have kilograms to grams, and when I do that, I see once again I'm going to the right. So I'm jumping 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go right down here. My decimal is like this. I'm going to jump 3 spots to the right. This doesn't exist here. This is now here. So I need a 0 as a placeholder. I'm going to do some more. I'm going to make myself a new list of letters. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. We are going from milligrams to grams. Well, here's my milligrams. The unit is my grams. This time I'm going to the left because I went from milligrams to grams. I'm going 1, 2, 3. My decimal is on the end here. 1, 2, 3. This is now my decimal. That doesn't exist right there. Next one, I'm going from milligrams to grams again. So I know I'm going left and I know I'm going 3 jumps because I just had that before. So I'm going to jump 1, 2, 3. And I know my answer is right here. And the last one, I am going from milligrams all the way to kilograms. So here's my milligrams. I'm going to kilograms. I always stay to the right of the letter. So I know I'm going to the left. I'm going to count my jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have my answer to that problem as well. And that is how I use King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk to help me with my conversions.